Rishi Sunak thinks he'll be Prime Minister on Friday. Rishi Sunak still thinks he's going to be Prime Minister on Friday morning after the general election. Well, I don't know what Rishi is thinking when he thinks he's going to wake up, well, be Prime Minister come Friday morning, because he won't. There is a good chance that he could be the first sitting Prime Minister to lose his seat. And the way things are going at the moment, it looks like it's going to happen. I mean, how deluded can he be to think that he's going to still be Prime Minister? I mean, I think calling this general election has backfired on him big time. The way things are going, it looks like the Tories are going to be soundly beaten by Labour, but I don't know what he's thinking of when he still insists that he's going to be Prime Minister. Well, I'm afraid you are not going to be Prime Minister, Rishi. You're going to be an ex-Prime Minister looking for another job. But he'll be all right. He won't have any problems finding another job. He'll get another job lined up. He'll have no money problems like us mere mortals who have to still go about our daily business of worrying where the next meal's going to come from and how we're going to pay for our bills. He'll have no problems with that department. But I can't understand his reasoning and his thinking of how he thinks that he's going to remain Prime Minister. He's hoping that disillusioned Tory voters will switch from voting reform, going back to vote for the Tories. But I don't think they will. I think the voters have made up their minds they're going to vote for reform, and they won't switch their vote back to the Tories again. I'm afraid the Tories are doomed to be out of government for quite a long while. It's going to be a long while before the Tories form another government again. I mean, he's the only one in the Tory party who thinks he's going to remain Prime Minister, but all the other cabinet members are not convinced it's going to happen. I think they're resigned to their fate. They know what's going to happen on Friday. They're going to be, like I said, soundly beaten, and they're going to be, I'm afraid, in opposition for quite some time. And of course, after the election, they're going to have to start looking for another leader, whoever that is, whoever wants to take on the job. I don't know who to be, because the way things are going, the front benches, there won't be any members of the front government front benches anymore. They'll all lose their seats. Maybe one or two might just manage to hold on to their seats, but I doubt very much. I'm afraid Rishi has made a right mess of calling this election. He should have waited till the autumn, about October, November. Oh, he could have had it in November because it's the US election then, but he could have waited till about October and called an election. Maybe, just maybe, they would have probably stood a bit of chance of maybe stop being in government, but then again, they've been in 14 years. It's time for a change. It's time for them to be kicked out of government and hopefully never to return to government. Because every time we have a Tory government, they make a mess of everything. I mean, you thought Labour was as bad, but these Tories, I mean, this lot, since Rishi's been in Prime Minister, it's been a complete mess. We've had the cost of living crisis, COVID, and we've had no end of prime ministers, one after another. It's any wonder that the voters are angry with the Tories, and got every right to be. You've got every right to be angry with them. And let's see what Labour can do. Let's see if Labour can make a mess of things, which they probably will. Anyway, Mr. Politics here signing off, and I'll see you all again in another video.